particularly, I mean, they're fours and fives, and they're going to play four of them all. It's incredible how hard all of them play. I mean, they play so hard, and I think some of that's coaching, but I also think some of that is just recruiting. Like you just already recruit guys that play hard, and then you don't have to teach them how to play hard, but they all play extremely hard. And the one thing we're gonna have to do is make their bigs shoot a lot of jumpers. And we're going to dare them, and we've got to be okay if they make something. We just have to live with it. I have to be okay with it. That's not easy for me. But I think, their three guards, starting guards, take most of their shots, and then their bigs just go get it. And so we've got to make their bigs take shots. And so their guards maybe get a little frustrated because they want their shots. But they don't seem to be a selfish team to me. They're all happy for each other. So, this is a big challenge, the biggest challenge we've had this year, and we've played some pretty good teams.
You talk about them wanting to rotate bigs. You rotate some guys as well. What are really the keys tonight when you look at those guys when it comes to Antoine, Jarrett, Rollins, and Jorge?
Well, yeah, we play more people than they do. They're probably going to play 8 guys. Now, they got a guard eligible last game, so they'll go to 9, and he's a good player too. We just don't have many stats on him. But, yeah, our bench, I mean, they have got to show up because the people they bring off the bench can play, and they play hard too. So, yeah, our bench is going to be extremely important for us.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Once again, that was head coach Scott Nagy. Tip-off is next. This is Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
Many people dropping their current internet and switching to Extreme. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme, powered by Mediacom today, and get Internet 250 for $19.99 a month for a year. No contract required. Hook up your home with powerful whole home Wi-Fi, including advanced security and parental controls. Plus, stay connected with unbeatable network reliability. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme today and get download speeds up to 250 meg for $19.99 a month for a year. That's less than $1 a day. Oh yeah. Call 844-4FASTER for details. That's 844-4FASTER. Available to new customers only. Download speed may vary and subject to a monthly downstream usage allowance. Advertised price does not include activation, installation, modem rental, taxes, and fees. Price includes a $10 a month credit for auto pay and paperless billing.
At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, teamwork is key. And the people making up the team at Charlie's is what has always made them a winner at what they do. Honesty, integrity, and just downright hard-working people that put you over the bottom line. Charlie's has been in business for over 4 decades. They'll do anything to make you more comfortable and help you save money on your power bills. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, proud supporter of the SIU Salukis. It's time to soak into relaxation with your friends at Poolco in Carbondale. Create your own hot tub haven with a Caldera or fantasy spa from Poolco in Carbondale. Stay on budget with affordable payments and no interest financing available with approved credit. Give yourself and your bank account a rest this year and go to poolco.net. That's poolco.net and start living the dream now. You can also click on the Text Us button and start a chat with one of their friendly spa pros. Poolco in Carbondale. Come on in. The water's fine.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, it's time for Saluki Basketball.
Hoist it up with 2, short with 1. Southern wins! Southern wins! SIU!
Saluki Basketball is brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds.
Southern will knock off top 25 Indiana State 74-69.
The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
This will not be a sellout, but my goodness, it's got plenty of more juice in this place than Stillwater, Oklahoma, where we were just over a week ago. Let's go ahead and get to the starting lineups as the lights have been turned off as each team getting introduced. First for the Florida Gators, Walter Clayton Jr. will start at guard. He's a senior. Will Richard, another guard, 6'4", 206-pound senior from Fairburn, Georgia. And Ruben Chinyulu will start at center tonight. Elijah Martin, the transfer from Summit, Mississippi, played his college career, the majority of it at Florida Atlantic. And then Alex Condon, he will be the fifth and final member of that starting five, a sophomore from Perth, Australia. The Gators are coached by Todd Golden, who has coached against the Salukis twice when he was at San Francisco. For Southern Illinois, it's that same starting five that you saw against the Bison. Elijah Elliott, Ali Diba, Kennard Davis Jr., Jarrett Hensley, and Antoine Massey. Let's go ahead and get to our Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game, which are brought to you by the coach, Ronnie Watson.
This game has a feel of a first-round NCAA tournament game, so Southern's cannot allow themselves to get emotionally drunk in this game. They've got to continue to stay in the fight. Fight's going to be the key word of this game. Southern's got to rebound with five guys. With Southern not coming out and challenging the shots by the bigs for Florida, that puts even more responsibility on the guards to block their man out. They have great rebounding guards, Florida does anyway. Southern's got to push the ball like they like to do. They got to turn around that pace on a team that likes to play with pace, but they also have to find a way to reverse the ball to find their best shot on every possession.
Those were the Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. Ron Ward Chevy will send you home happy. Tonight's officials, Owen Short, Garrick Shan, and Chuck McCoy. Florida will be in their home whites with Florida spelled out in that royal blue with orange trim, with the numerals on the front and back with their names spelled out in Florida orange. Southern Illinois will be in those road maroons with Southern spelled up on top with the numerals in the middle, and then Illinois spelled out below in that white lettering and black trim. The basketball is lobbed into the air, and Kennard Davis will rush to try to chase it down, but it's going to be Clayton Jr. who will bring it down left to right, the NBA prospect, as Richard has it right on the logo. Right side of the floor is 19th ranked Florida with it. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 19:45 here just underway. Chinyulu lost it baseline right, and he goes out of bounds, and Southern Illinois will have it. 19:41 on the clock, no score.
Active feet by Massey, got around his guy, caused the deflection on the pass, went right off of Chinyulu, and Southern gets the ball right away.
You can hear the sold-out student section behind us as Elijah Elliott pitches it underneath the Diva on the right wing. Now it's Kennard Davis straight away, and that white headband gets all the way low right block. Back outside Elliott. Hensley comes near arc to Ali Diva. Diva with 13 on the shot clock. He's at the nose of that Gator. Goes to his right side of the lane. Shot too strong. Ricochet went off of Hensley. Hensley lost control. It's still loose. Back at the top of the key. Now 15 on the shot clock. Davis on the near wing with 12. Opposite wing with 10. Elliott's three lets it go off to the left. And then Richard able to battle around with the hip high board coming down left to right. Just past that timing stripe in royal blue. So right now Clayton's got left arc. Condon, left elbow. Two-handed chest pass out to Martin. Martin straight away. Three on the way. Off to the right. Rebound, batted around, and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Southern Illinois. It will stay with Florida. 18:49 on the clock, 20 on the shot clock. No score here between the Gators and Saluki.
Chinyulu kept the ball alive, and Massey's got to work every time with his feet. He's going to be extremely active to get position.
Clayton, right of the basket, right side of the floor. Inbounds to Martin, all wide open. Diva couldn't catch up, and he knocks down the three. Elijah Martin makes his first three of the night. He's a 26% three-point shooter. He averages 13 a game. Ali Diva near arc. Southern trails for the first time, 3-0, just underway. Kennard Davis far corner. Now in that low right block extended. Knocked loose by Clayton, regains control. One hand to Hensley. Now on the near wing is Ali Diva. Diva finds Elijah Elliott straight away with 10. Now at 9. Kennard Davis far corner in front of Florida bench with 5. He'll try to penetrate. Right elbow, rises with 3 on the shot clock. Back of the rim, front of the rim, and then jiggled out. Richard lost it. It's still loose. Body's flying on the floor, and Chinyulu comes up with it. Martin lobs it ahead to Condon, and then Condon lays it in for 2. It's 5-0 Florida. Condon with his first bucket. 2 minutes into the first half, 5-0 Gators. Elijah Elliott goes to his right to Kennard Davis. Davis reversed out to Massey, top of the circle. Now on the near left wing is Diva. Diva trying to get downhill, nearly shoved off of Martin guarding. Diva, two-handed chest pass back to Elliott, who's on the white teeth of the Gator at midcourt. Comes to his near left wing. Elliott terminates. 7 on the shot clock with 6. Hensley with 5. Hensley with 4. Behind the arc, inside. About a 15-footer. Rims around and out. Man, lid right now on that rim right now for Southern. Here comes Richard. Richard pulls up in transition. His three. That route around off the Massey, and here comes Southern down right to left. 5-0 Florida just underway. 17:22 to go here in the first half. Elliott rises from the nail wide right, and the rebound goes to Richard. Richard in transition. Finds Condon low right block. Middle of the lane. Hook shot goes in.
And Condon really runs the floor hard. Florida gets the ball up quick, but Condon really knows how to get near to the rim quickly.
7-0 Florida leads as Scott Nagy watches in that maroon polo from that far right sideline. Ali Diva on the opposite end from Coach Nagy. He's got it on the right arc, waiting for a Saluki to cut. Massey sits a hard screen. Diva to the nail. Downhill, left side of lane. Floater goes in. Ali Diva knocks down his first shot. He averages just under 14 points per game. 7-2, 16:40 left in the opening half.
We're starting to see where Diva likes to score. If he can't get all the way to the rim, his pull-up is pretty good in the lane.
Kennard Davis turns Clayton to his left, rises, fires, left elbow, and he drilled it. Walter Clayton Jr. makes his first shot. He has started every game this year for Florida, averages over 18 a game. 9-2, Gators with the lead. It's their largest lead of the game. Elliott bounce past the Massey, outside on the perimeter. Two hands it over to Kennard Davis on the near wing. Kennard Davis left side of the floor for Southern, trailing 9-2. 16-12 to go. Three for Elliott on its way. Back of the rim. Rebound deflects to Clayton. Clayton in transition right now, middle of the floor. Coming down left to right. Looking for a high screen. He'll now fire a three from the logo. It's an air ball and out of bounds on that royal blue baseline. And that brings us to immediate timeout. It's 9-2. Florida with the lead over Southern Illinois. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
Back here at the Stephen C. O'Connell Center, Florida leads at 9-2 here in the early going as we are just coming out of our media timeout with Coach Ronnie Watson. I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy, back at our network studio.
Southern's being sped up a little bit in the half court. Elijah Elliott's shot is coming, but it's coming a little bit further out than he's used to. Southern's really doing okay. I like the way that Diva's getting to the middle of the floor. I think that Kennard's holding his own, but this is a game where Massey's got to find a seal where a pass can be made one side back up and down the middle so he can get an easy bucket. With Alex Condon, Florida's 6'10 forward, leaking out like he is, that means that in this case, Rollins is in the game for Jared Hensley. They've got to get offensive rebounds at that spot.
Houck into the game for the first time for Florida. He'll guard Davion Sykes, who subs in for Southern, as well as Damian Mayo Jr. in for the first time. 9-2 Gators. They lead it here on defense, man-to-man. Kennard Davis around a league base screen. He'll pitch it to Damian Mayo. Now comes near side to Diva. Diva still out on the perimeter near that Gator mouth. Goes to his right to Davis. Now a league bait. Trying to get downhill right elbow. Takes Condon all the way to the rack, and he laid on in for two.
Impressive drive by Ligbay to get past his guy, get an angle, and finish the rim.
15-30. Clayton's got it on the near arc. Ali Diva trying to get help. All they mixed up. Condon gets all the way inside the arc. Goes to his left to Martin. His three on the way. Man, drained it. Elijah Martin makes his second three of the game. He's got both threes for the Gators. And right now, Florida 2 of 5 from the outside. Kennard Davis high on the right arc. Comes near side. Deflected by Richard. He's now got it in the backcourt. Richard into the front court, comes to Clayton in the near wing. Clayton back outside to Houck. Houck to the nail, left side of the lane, terminates. Condon, open three on its way. It rimmed off. Davion Sykes gets it in the short corner. Sykes middle of the floor. Southern trails by 8. It's their largest deficit. Sykes high on the right wing. Sykes with a hip high dribble in that maroon jersey. Comes near side to Diva. Diva with 18 on the shot clock. Finds Davis as he corrals it at his knees. Far corner Sykes drives baseline right, spinning into the lane, up off the glass for 2.
Condon does not want to foul, so they can keep going at him and get him deeper on the rim. He's not going to foul the shooter.
12-6, Southern Illinois trails by 6. 14:25 to go. They cross court into the near corner. It's Elijah Martin. Penetrates right side of the lane. Hesitates. Back outside to Houck. Houck right elbow on a foul. That's the first foul of the game on Southern. It's going to be on Damian Mayo Jr. His first and the team first. 14-18 on the clock. Shot clock set at 20. Southern sent Ali Diva out of the game, and Drew Steffi comes in.
I like the physical play by Mayo there. That's what I would call a good foul to make sure that Florida knows we're going to touch in this game.
As inbounding will be Florida. They're trying to get the spot right. It'll be to the right of the basket as Aberdeen will inbound it. Aberdeen, Houck, Condon, Clayton, and Martin are on the floor right now for Florida. Aberdeen finds Martin in the near corner. Mayo closes him off, and it's going to be a foul again on Mayo, and that's his second. It's going to be his second team foul. So back-to-back fouls on Damian Mayo Jr. Now gets Elijah Martin off the bench. He'll come in for Mayo. 12-6 the lead for Florida, 14-15 on the clock.
That's a real good out-of-bounds play. Southern's bigs have got to drop deeper because there's a high screen allowing what they call an Iverson cut. Southern's bigs got to drop off and help on that cut to the baseline.
Aberdeen baseline right on the right side of the basket finds Houck on the near right wing. Shot clock down to 15. Florida leads by 6. 14:09 to go here in the opening half. Houck over to his left. Aberdeen sits a screen, gets downhill to his right, spinning, shot block. It's loose to Martin on the baseline right with 4, with 3, now 2. Clayton with 1. He'll hoist a fadeaway 3. It's short. Rebound goes to Aligbe, and Aligbe will bring it down to Elijah Martin, and now a whistle. And they're saying everybody to come back down. One of our officials blew it dead as Southern was coming down right to left. Scott Nagy doesn't seem to be worried about it. He's just got his arms crossed on the far sideline.
They're deciding where the ball hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation, so they get a clean 30, and I think it could have been a play on, but technically probably the right way to stop the play and start it over again.
Davion Sykes will be the trigger man in for Southern Illinois. It's Sykes, Elliott, Aligbe, Steffi, and Davis.
That was a really good defense possession right there, Luke. Really nice job by Southern.
Elliott brings it down right to left. Underhands it to Steffi on the right wing. Now it's Kennard Davis. Knocked loose back near the timing stripe by Martin. Kennard Davis retracts it down with 17 on the shot clock. Davis and Southern with the ball trailing by 6. Davis, ball fakes, now fires a 3, and Davis drilled it straight on.
Good poise by Davis to hold, make sure that the defense clears out, just gather himself and hit a flat-footed 3.
13:23 and ticking. It's down to a 3-point lead for Florida. Aberdeen behind the arc on the left wing. Comes straight away to Houck. He'll come near arc to Clayton. Clayton behind a screen. Goes to his right. Gets baseline right. Up to the rack. Left it short. Aligbe gets the two-handed board. Up to Kennard Davis. Davis far sideline. Finds Drew Steffi far corner. Back to Kennard Davis. Now Aligbe. 3 on the way. Rimmed in, around and out. Man, that's not the right shot for Southern. 7 minutes to go here in the opening half. Southern trails by 3. 12:55 to go. Diving on the floor was Aligbe. Now near corner Aberdeen. Drives, penetrates, and Houck was fouled by Aligbe because he gambled for the basketball, and then he's got to come back to get in transition, and he gets a cheap foul.
All set up by the long shot that was ill-advised by Aligbe. It's not a shot he needs at that point in the possession. We say you can get that shot anytime you want it. That was a time to make one more pass and make Florida guard the entire court.
12:50 to go as Houck, free throw line right. The first one goes down for Thomas Houck. That's his first point tonight. Averages 6 points, 6 rebounds per game. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Martin will come out of the game, and Richard comes in. Richard, Clayton, Houck, Aberdeen, and Alexis are in. Alexis coming in for the first time tonight. Houck, second free throw, nothing but net. Here comes Florida down defensively as Southern brings it down 14-9. Elliott downhill to the rack, blocked by Alexis, and Houck gets the cleanup. out far sideline. Aberdeen middle of the floor. Now near wing Clayton, wide open three. Shot fakes, now goes to his left, fires up another three, can't go. Houck on the putback, rimmed around and out. And now Alexis gets another opportunity. Richard three, back of the rim, and Sykes gets the one-handed board. Here comes Southern Illinois, trailing 14-9 with the basketball. From the Gator mouth is Sykes. Sykes now going back to his left, goes to his right to Aligbe. Now in front of the Florida bench, Aligbe lowering his shoulder in, fell down, and they're going to say a foul on Florida. Very lucky. Aligbe just so sped up. Coach Golden shaking his head in frustration in that Jordan pullover in that dark royal blue, as that's the first foul on Florida.
But what Aligbe learns from that, that's the second time he's drove to the basket and good things have happened. He can get past his guy, but he's got to leave that early shot clock three alone for quite a while.
14-9 as Ali Diba will be the trigger man underneath Southern's basket, left side of the floor, right side of the basket. Diba finds Drew Steffi, catches with two hands over his shoulder. Now it's Sykes on the near wing, penetrates baseline left, spins back to the lane. Diba, floater from the SEC logo goes. Ali Diba's got 4 points here early. Southern pulls within one possession, 14-11. Next that ball be immediate timeout. Alexis, far left block extended, looking for a cutting Clayton. Goes back out to Clayton. Diba sold out to try to get the steal, but Clayton ball fakes and then finds Alexis on that low left block extended. Now on the low left block. Alexis back outside. He threw it away. Aberdeen chases down on that Gator mouth in orange and white tee. Now 5 on the shot clock. Aberdeen with 3, with 2, 1 in front of Southern's bench. Forces the three, too strong. Rebound to Elliott here on the weak side. Elliott moving quickly. Top of the circle. Off to his left to Diba. Reverse lay-in. Can't go, but the cleanup by Massey makes it a 1-point lead for Florida. 14-13, 11:22 to go in the opening half.
That's a fast break, and it's textbook how it's supposed to be run.
Aberdeen to the nail, right of the lane. Goes back to the nail and back outside to Clayton with 16 on the shot clock. It's down to 15, 11:09 to go. Next ball be immediate timeout. Florida leads by 1. Aberdeen on the right perimeter. Gets down. Steffi was holding his jersey. Mid-range shot swirled around and out. Alexis with the rebound. Still down low underneath. Ball comes out to Houck. Spinning right-handed hook shot goes.
Second shot opportunities hurting Southern. Southern's doing a good job on defense. Got to take away those second shots.
Elliott back to his right to Davion Sykes. Left side of the floor. Southern trails by 3. Massey catches on the low right block, and they're going to say a block. And it's going to go against Florida. That's going to be on Aberdeen. And it's going to be his first, and it's the team's second foul. We got a good one here early. It's 16-13 Florida. State Farm agents Bob Barr and Carbondale and Dave Anderson and Heron are proud to support Saluki Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Contact Bob Barr today at 618-457-2113. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Like most women, Kim's always on the go. From spending time with family to coaching the local volleyball team, Kim wasn't sure how she would find time for her yearly mammogram at the SIH Breast Center. But after catching the early stages of breast cancer, Kim was grateful she found a way. Sometimes, taking care of everything you love is taking care of yourself. Schedule your mammogram at one of 3 convenient SIH locations today.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mint. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At SIU Credit Union, we are people who care about you, your family, and your goals. We want dealing with SIU Credit Union to feel like you're coming home. Visit us at one of our locations or online at siucu.org. 16-13 Florida with the lead with 10:41 on the clock. Coming out of this media timeout here in a matter of moments with the coach Rodney Watson. I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy, back in our network studios. And So far, Coach Watson, you're looking at that stat sheet. What stands out to you about this opening 10 minutes? That's been good for Southern Illinois. They're right there in this thing. Just a one-possession ball game.
The one turnover in 10 minutes is really good, and Florida plays good, strong, solid defense. I think Southern's finding when they drive the ball against Florida that they can create overhelp, like on the last manufactured possession when the ball goes left baseline, Florida's helping, and then Diba just steps right in the middle for an open shot. An area that's kind of takes off from the last game. Florida, 5 offensive rebounds by Florida. 1 is a team rebound, but Alexis has 2 offensive rebounds. Martin and Houck has 1 apiece, so Southern's going to shut off the second chances for Florida. They really got themselves in a good spot.
It is Southern basketball. Inbounding to the right of the basket. It'll be Elijah Elliott catching the inbound from Kennard Davis. Comes near wing to Jared Hensley. Hensley finds Kennard Davis at the top of that Gator head at midcourt. Goes to his right to Diva. Rises from the SEC logo again. Back of the rim. Hensley gets the two-handed board. Kennard Davis shot fakes and goes back to his left to Hensley. Hensley, the lefty's 3 on the way. It's way short. Comes near sideline and near baseline to Martin. Martin in transition finds Aberdeen high on the left arc. Aberdeen trying to get downhill on Diba. Goes to his left to Richard. Richard, they'll revisit the Houck in between the circles. Houck straight away with 15. He'll fire the long 3, and it goes.
Southern's got to live with that shot. It's good defense. You're taking that from Houck as opposed to the guards getting open jumpers.
19-13 the lead. It's a 6-point lead for Florida. Elliott telling Diba to come get the basketball on the near side. Diba finds Antoine Massey back on the right arc. Now Kennard Davis gets the basketball off to his right, Elliott. Elliott shot fakes. He'll now penetrate to the top of the circle. He's at the Gator mouth in blue. Goes to his right. Trying to get downhill, right elbow extended. Davis outside with 5. Dribbled it off of his foot. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Florida basketball. 9:35 on the clock as Martin forces that turnover. Man, he's a physical body.
He is. Florida really spreads out, but Southern could still drive on this team. They can't sell out for early threes in a possession. They got to make Florida guard. Because they don't want to foul.
Florida's largest lead has been 8. They lead it by 6 right now. Alexis, far block extended near that far left baseline. He's got Antoine Massey on him. Gets into the lane, kicks outside Richard. Richard drives, lay in too strong. Alexis over the back of a Saluki, can't go. Davis battling for it on the baseline, and it's last touched by Southern Illinois' Kennard Davis. And it's going to be Florida basketball with 20 on the shot clock, 9:12 on the game clock.
No one from Southern was complaining on the bench, but it looked like Richard was still coming in from out of bounds when he touched that offensive rebound. Florida's going to get the ball regardless. Southern's fighting hard on defense. They've got to come away with those defensive boards on the first shot off the rim.
Well, Coach Nagy's arguing right now. He's talking to both officials there on the far sideline as he kind of walks back to his spot there on the bench. Inbounding to Aberdeen, left of the basket, right side of the floor. Martin open 3 on its way, too strong. Elliott tracks it down with Condon in his face. Elliott comes down right to left in that maroon jersey top and white headband. Just inside the top of the arc, all the way to low left block, still in front of the basket. 2 hands it out to Hensley in the near corner. Hensley brings it out of the corner with 15 on the shot clock. Massey on the right wing with 14. Dribble handoff with Diva. Diva straight away with 12. Goes to his right. Finds Massey in the lane. Off to his right. Low right block. Nearly traveled with it. Hensley's open with 5. 3 on the way with 4. Wide to the right. Rebound lost out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Southern Illinois. Shot clock resets to 20. 8:41 on the clock. It's a 6-point lead for Florida. 19-13.
Good shot by Hensley right there. Good inside-out action by Massey. Good possession by Southern.
Kennard Davis trying to trigger it in. Lobbed it back to Diva, who's got it right now in the white teeth of that Gator at midcourt. Comes to his near left wing. Diva with a hip-high dribble. Picks up that dribble. Comes back to Kennard Davis with 12 on the shot clock. Southern trails by 6 with the ball. Antoine Massey, low right block extended in front of Florida's bench. Two-hand pitch back to Elliott with 4. Now a 3. Far corner 3 on its way. Rimmed off. Hensley tipped it back in somehow. My goodness, what a tip from Jared Hensley.
Good things happen when you fight for offensive boards.
Here comes Southern Illinois. Now back defensively. Martin, far left corner. Condon, 3 on the way. Line drive 3 was way short. Now Ali Diva comes down near side. Southern trails by 4 with the ball. Diva lost it, regains control at his ankles, and now trying to get to somebody, and he finds Kennard Davis. Davis on the near wing. Davis double team back out to Hensley. Hensley with 15, and he threw it right into the hands of a Gator, and down comes Martin left to right. Martin up to Richard, over Jarrett Hensley. Floater hung on the right side of the rim to Condon. Condon can't get his put back to go. It's batted around, physical down there. Basketball still loose. Richard for Florida comes away, and he's fouled and got the bucket for an and one with 7:37 on the clock, and that brings us to a media timeout. Just a bad bounce there for Southern.
It was.
21-15 the score, 7:37 on the clock. Gators with the lead when we return here on the Saluki Radio Network. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
I'm Damian Mayo Jr., and I'm proud to represent Southern Illinois when playing for Saluki men's basketball. It's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can bank on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
Are you tired of feeling tired, being overweight, not sleeping well, or just not feeling good about yourself? With the Woodard Wellness Nutritional Detox Weight Loss Program, you can have the long-lasting solutions you've been searching for. This unique, nutritionally sound, and sustainable program allows the body to achieve the highest level of functionality in a drug-free and surgery-free approach. The secret of our program is not losing the weight to get healthy, but rather getting healthy to lose the weight and maintain the loss. Come in for a free consultation and find out more at Woodard Wellness Group in Carbondale, the official chiropractor of Saluki Athletics.
I really like the color, and the towing capacity is amazing. But what's with all the gold medals?
Well, the F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. And Vogler Ford is the best place to get one in Southern Illinois. Whether you shop online or in person, you can browse the area's best selection of new Fords. And when you need service, just visit our top-rated service department. Hey, Karen, this reminds me when I was competing for gold. Tim Tiddlywinks is not an Olympic sport.
For a gold medal on your next Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
#1 plane based on 2024 sales data.
Back here courtside in Gainesville, 21-15 the score. Florida leads over Southern Illinois. Nikki Rischel, Southern Illinois Realty Experts, is the official realtor of Saluki Athletics. Visit Nikki today in Carbondale or contact her at 618-713-5353 to find your forever home.
Elijah Elliott scoreless, 0 for 5, and I think he's at a point in this game where Southern's got to have his scoring. So when he gives the ball up, and if the ball's in his hands quite a bit, bringing the ball to the floor, once he makes that first pass, he's got to empty out and make his man chase him. And then when the ball is driven, Elijah's got to find a straight line pass inside out where he can get himself an open jumper. He's a very good three-point shooter. Florida's giving him good initial attention, but Elijah's kind of playing into it because when he doesn't have the ball in his hand, he's just staying in one part of the floor. So if Elijah moves, defense will have to shift. Southern will find their best scorer, and he'll start getting going.
8 offensive boards so far for the Gators as Richard free throw line right, trying to complete the three-point play. That one bounces around the rim. Rebound deflected by Chinyulu. Back to Condon. Now Aberdeen with Florida. They'll keep possession after the missed free throw. 21-15. Florida with the lead in the ball. 3 on the way. Back of the rim. Rebound loose, and Damian Mayo retracts it. Damian Mayo brings it down with 2 fouls. He's got it top of the key on the left side of the floor. Comes right arc, threw it away, and it comes near his side, and it's a turnover.
Mayo knew he's got sped up a little bit. He's got to play off 2 feet. You hear Coach Nagy talking a lot about that. Once you get in that situation, plant yourself, bring it right through your chest on the pass.
4 turnovers right now for SIU, only 1 for the Gators. Aberdeen high screen from Condon, now straight away with 22 on the shot clock. Over Steffi, little lay-in goes. Aberdeen, that's his first 2 of the game. That makes it an 8-point lead. This is Florida's largest lead of the game. Davion Sykes at the midcourt logo. Dribbles between his legs. One hands it to Aligbe. Aligbe threw it away. Martin's got it back at the timing stripe. He lost control. Flipped it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen inside the left arc, and a 2-handed slam by Condon.
Coach Nagy's going to let him play on. Thought this would be a good time for a timeout.
Rollins Aligbe straight away. Goes all the way to the rack, and he gets blocked by Condon. Aligbe slow getting back. Richard all the way down on a one-handed slam. Florida starting to run away with it here in the first half. It's a 12-point lead. It's their largest lead. Scott Nagy watches sitting down on the bench right now as the Gator fans get into it here behind us and around us. Sykes straight away with 20 on the shot clock. Right elbow. Finds Steffi far corner. Now Sykes shot fakes and he threw it away. straight out of bounds, and now you can hear the crowd really getting into it. 6:10 to go, 12-point lead for Florida. Substitutions here on the floor.
Southern really getting sped up in the half court. They're kind of passing outside their body, meaning they're throwing it up to a side of their body rather than straight through their chest. That'll create turnovers against this kind of pressure.
Urban Klavzar comes in for the first time as now Clayton will bring it down left to right with that leg sleeve and white on that left leg. Behind the arc on the left side finds Condon. Dribble handoff with Martin. Martin downhill over Kennard Davis. Right side of lane. Went right off the glass for two more. Man, Elijah Martin, he gets his first two as it's 29-15. Steffi, far corner, into the lane. Comes to a jump. Stop. Now Mayo, short jumper, won't go. Massey's cleanup too strong, and now here comes Florida down left to right. Martin in transition finds Clayton. Clayton out in the perimeter, now Chinyulu. Down low to Condon, and it's going to be a hold on Sykes. That's going to be Sykes' first foul, and it's going to be a 13th foul on Southern.
Florida in the middle of a 15-2 run right now, and Florida's really got their rhythm and mojo going. They're starting with their defensive end, forcing Southern to play a little faster than they want on the end, offensive end of the court. Man, Florida can turn it into points quick.
Martin in the double figures with 10 is right now guarded by Kennard Davis. Inbounding to the left of the basket, right side of the floor is Clayton. Clayton triggers it in. Three for Martin on its way. Nothing but net. Oh, Elijah Martin, he's got 13. I believe Scott Nagy just burned his first timeout. And it's 32-15. Florida has opened a 17-point lead here at 5:30. Or actually, no timeout. I guess it was the net, right?
Kennard got caught with his hand down. Instead of challenge the shot on Martin. Martin's got his feel right now. They've got to make sure that they try to make him go to his left hand on the drive.
Sykes down right to left side of the floor. It's a 17-point lead for Florida. Kennard Davis three way too strong. And Houck tracks down the board. Houck reversed it back to Martin. Martin's got it sideline left. Now middle of the floor. Now on the near right wing. Right side of the lane. Houck fires a three. Drills it. Houck's now got 10. He's in the double figures. It's his second made three. It's a 20-point lead. 35-15. Southern was within one possession, and now it's really ballooned to 20. Steffi, runner in the lane, back of the rim. Kennard Davis gets the two-handed rebound, muscling his way through, lost out of bounds, and a turnover on Kennard Davis, and it'll be Florida basketball, 4:51 on the clock.
21-2 run, and Southern just can't get the bleeding stopped right now.
16-0 run over the last 2:46. Florida has made their last 6 field goals. Southern 1 for their last 9, but 5 turnovers within the last 3 minutes for SIU. Have spearheaded this 20-point Gator lead. It's their largest lead of the game. Out. Pass fakes to a cutting Clayton. Still with it on that left arc. Finds Martin. Gets a screen from Houck. Lobbed it up to Houck, and Houck nearly lost it. Saved it baseline left. Trying to come back outside to Martin. He'll come right side of lane. Hook shot was short, and Elijah Elliott gets it in the paint. Elijah Elliott down right to left for Southern. They trail by 20. 4:25 till halftime. Martin, or I should say Elliott, right elbow. Now finds Kennard Davis just inside the arc. Left side of the lane. Davis terminates. Finds Deba. Deba from the nail. Right side of the lane, left it short, and Alexis gets the rebound. Here comes Alexis in Florida down left to right. They lead by 20, 4:05 till the end of the half. Elliott deflected the pass, but Alexis gets it back. Clayton thought about the three in the near corner. Clayton still waiting with 15 on the shot clock. Splits to Saluki. He's lost his pass, and now it's Antoine Massey down right to left. Massey over Houck. Lay-in goes for 2 more for Antoine Massey. He's got 4 here in the first half. Southern cuts it to 18.
That was a tough basket. Massey did a great job just bringing the ball up the floor and somehow got underneath Florida to score at the rim.
Clayton right now in the mouth of that Gator, which is in orange, goes to his left to Clazon. Clazon's got it behind the arc. Now Houck straight away with 15. Houck, look with a dribble handoff with Martin. Martin still behind with Kennard Davis. Ryan Isgrill goes to his left as Clazar goes for a post-entry feed to Alexis. Alexis, baseline left. Leary lost it. 3 for Clazar on its way. Drilled it as the shot clock nearly expired. That's his first 3 as a Gator. He was 0 for 4 prior to that one. Elliott comes down far sideline right to left. It's a 21-point lead for Florida. Elliott straight away to Massey. Massey with 20 on the shot clock will now set a screen for Sykes. Sykes still out on the perimeter. Near corner, Elliott. Elliott goes baseline left, spins around back to Massey. Massey thought about the three with 10. He'll drive, nearly travels from the SEC logo back out to Deba. Deba with 5 on the shot clock, finds Massey with 4. Right side of the lane with 2. Sykes with 1, forces up a 3, too strong as that shot clock went off and Martin gets the two-handed board. Here comes Klarzar in transition. Left arc, goes far left corner. 3 for Houck again, on its way, got it. Southern's got to quit letting him shoot those threes now. He's made his last 3. 41-17, 2:25 till the end of the half.
Yeah, that can happen with that strategy.
Elliott, far corner. Elliott picks up his dribble. Bounce past the Antoine Massey straight away. It's 41-17. Baseline left, Kennard Davis. Davis, fadeaway shot. Airmailed it, went off the rim, and then went to his right to Martin. Martin downhill quickly, and he was fouled as he gets stripped up into the legs of Elijah Elliott. Elliott helps clean him up, but 2:04 to go till halftime, and it's 41-17. Florida with the lead. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Discover the authentic taste of tradition at Paulie Eyes of Carbondale. As a Carbondale landmark for over 55 years, Paulie Eyes is known for its fresh, high-quality ingredients and family recipes that keep Southern Illinois and the Salukis coming back for more. Located at 509 South Illinois Avenue, under the new ownership of Saluki alumna Scylla and her husband Jason, have continued the legacy of excellence. Stop by and taste why Paulie Eyes of Carbondale has been a local favorite and Southern Illinois staple for generations. Paulie Eyes of Carbondale, a proud partner of Saluki Athletics.
As you cheer for the Salukis on the football field, Farm Credit Illinois supports farm families and cornfields and barns. Farm Credit blocks lender fees at closing, including land appraisal costs, and defends borrower members for the life of the loan with fee-free repricings as the market allows. Plus, Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage payments that further lower loan interest rates. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed. Go with Farm Credit Illinois for a victory on your next farm loan.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Well, I assume we're back. Can't hear anything. We're still in a section right behind us. 41-17 is the score. Florida leads, and Coach Watson, this was a 16-13 game about halfway through, and right now a 25-4 run for the Gators.
Yeah, 10-minute mark felt pretty good about how Southern was playing. They were moving the ball on offense. Man, Florida got a little bit of life out of some defensive steals, and they've turned those live ball turnovers into baskets. Now Houck, the guy that they were hoping that would kind of stutter on the three-point shot along with Condon. Houck's got himself going, so they've got to change that with Houck for sure. I think they're fine with Condon. Let those guys take some shots out. But one thing's for sure, Southern got caught on kind of an unnecessary help mid-lane on the last shot where Martin got his off. Martin's really got going, and Florida, we're seeing what they're made of right now. 41 points in 18 minutes, and it's an impressive effort. Nothing about them has disappointed me with what I heard going in.
Clayton will inbound for the Gators. Left of the basket, right side of the floor. It's been all Florida. 41-17, 2:04 till the end of the half. Clayton, two hands it in the house. Wide open three again, but that one went to the right. Elijah Elliott comes down right to left. Kennard Davis out on the perimeter. Finds Jorge Moreno, who's into the game for the first time. Elliott, left elbow. He'll about an 18-footer. He was fouled, clanged off the left side of the rim and went to the right, but Elliott will have 2 free throws.
Strong move by Elliott. Caught the ball after actually doing what we talked earlier about reversing the ball and sending the ball one way, making his defender chase him on the other side of the court. Elliott's got to get going here, and Southern's got to make sure they continue to hunt their best shot in the possession, even though the possessions are hectic.
Elliott, an 83% free throw shooter, and he drills the first one. That's his first point here tonight. Elliott only had 8 points in the last game against North Dakota State. Elliott holds that Nike leather ball off to his left hip. Flings it up off of his right hand. He made it both. 41-19, 22-point lead for Florida as Clayton brings it down left to right. How about this? Clayton still only has 2 points, and they're up by 22. Alexis, dribble handoff with Martin. Martin, right elbow. Now right side of the block. Goes all the way to the rack. It was short, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on SIU. And they're going to get it on, I believe, Jared Hensley.
Boy, that's kind of a tough one. As physical this game is, I kind of had to see how that played out before I said anything. But Hensley went for the ball, and Martin goes into the contact, and he's going to get rewarded with free throws. That was unfortunate for Jarrett.
6th team foul on Southern. 3 right now on Florida, and Martin makes his first.
Southern's got to block out. They've given offensive rebounds up off of missed free throws. You got to take all those away in a game like this.
Martin and Houck right now have 27 points combined between the two of them. And now make it 28. He's got 15 as Condon comes back in for Alexis. Jared Hensley will be inbound for Southern. They got to come up the length of the floor. 43-19, 95 seconds left in the half. The Southern comes down right to left. Kennard Davis, near left wing. Finds Jared Hensley off to his right, Ali Diva. Diva trying to get into the post to Jorge Moreno. But now it's Hensley looking to try to lob it into Jorge, but he won't. Now he post entry feed to Jorge. Moreno, low left block, trying to bang in against Condon. He finally does. Looking to spin. Goes right into Condon. Hook shot too strong. Rebound goes to Houck. Houck in transition down left to right. Houck past the timing stripe. Finds Martin. Gets a 3 behind a screen from Houck, and Martin, he is unconscious. Martin now has 18 here in the first half. 46-19. It's a 27-point lead for Florida. Elliott, baseline left to Hensley. Hensley waits, goes up, and 2 more.
Nice move by Jarrett. Found the ball reversal, got him a baseline drive, and Houck could not get him. Houck could not get him cut off.
Martin, he's nearly outscored Southern by himself in this half. Hensley got a block on Martin. It's loose with Martin diving on the floor. Moreno tracks it down. About a 9-second differential between game clock and shot clock till the end of the half. Elliott, runner from the right side of the lane, goes for Elijah Elliott. It's his first made field goal. He's got 4 points.
Tough, strong move. That's not easy to do when you're not having a good night. You're getting, obviously, you're the first guy on the scout report. Very impressive by Elijah Elliott to go get a tough basket in the middle of the lane.
Florida will take the last shot. 46-23, 23-point lead right now for the Gators. Is Clayton dribbling it right now, walking it up and down that midcourt stripe. He now goes to his right with 8. Downhill with 7. Into lane. Kennard Davis ripped it away with 5. Kennard middle of the floor with 3. Up ahead the Diva with 2. With 1. Laying at the horn. Ali Diva with 2. He finishes with 6, but a really good play there for Southern going into the half.
Yeah, that is a really important play because you want something to feel good about when you go in the halftime after that last 10 minutes when Florida really had their way on both ends. But what a tough play by Kennard Davis and a beautiful lead pass. And Ollie just ran his heart out, outran all the very athletic Florida Gator team, caught and finished at the rim at the buzzer. That's about as picture perfect as you're going to find it.
The Built Ford Tough, powered by MediaCom. Halftime is next. Florida leads it 46-25 over Southern Illinois. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
I really like the color, and the towing capacity is amazing. But what's with all the gold medals?
Well, the F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. And Vogler Ford is the best place to get one in Southern Illinois. Whether you shop online or in person, you can browse the area's best selection of new Ford. And when you need service, just visit our top-rated service department. Hey, Karen, this reminds me when I was competing for gold. Tim Tiddlywinks is not an Olympic sport.
For a gold medal on your next Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
#1 claim based on 2024 sales data.
Dive into the authentic flavors of Mexico at Tequila's Mexican Restaurant. From sizzling fajitas to mouth-watering enchiladas and the freshest guacamole in town, Tequila's brings you an unforgettable dining experience. And don't forget our signature margaritas, crafted to perfection. Located right in the heart of Southern Illinois, make sure to visit Tequila's at their locations in Carbondale, Marion, DuQuoin, and Carterville, and enjoy the authentic taste of Mexico.
Why are so many people dropping their current internet and switching to Extreme? Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme, powered by MediaCom today, and get Internet 250 for $19.99 a month for a year. No contract required. Hook up your home with powerful whole home Wi-Fi, including advanced security and parental controls. Plus, stay connected with unbeatable network reliability. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme today and get download speeds up to 250 meg for $19.99 a month for a year. That's less than $1 a day. Oh yeah. Call 844-4FASTER for details. That's 844-4FASTER. Available to new customers only. Download speed may vary and subject to a monthly downstream usage allowance. Advertised price does not include activation, installation, modem rental, taxes, and fees. Price includes a $10 a month credit for auto pay and paperless billing.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, powered by Mediacom. Brought to you by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Also brought to you by your Illinois Ford dealers and the F-150, proud sponsors of your Southern Illinois Salukis.
This is the Built Ford Tough, powered by Mediacom halftime as Southern Illinois trails 46-25 here at the break. Along with the coach, Rodney Watson, I am Luke Martin, Paxton Guy. We'll have a scoreboard update here at halftime as well. Well, it's been all Gators, 46-25. Coach Watson, they've really won every major area here in this game. And really one of the biggest things that I look at from a stat sheet perspective for Southern, yes, we could talk about those scoring runs. The 16-0 run was really big for Florida near the end of that first half. But Southern Illinois only 2 assists on 11 made field goals, which that shows you how well Florida's been defended.
Yeah, that's strictly a credit to Florida's defense, their length, their size, their strength. Really tough part in the game with the 7:35 mark. Southern trailed by 6, had 3 turnovers. Then at the 2-minute mark, Southern had 7 turnovers total. In that about the 4-minute span, they had 4 costly live ball turnovers that fed to quick baskets. Martin got himself really going, getting comfortable from 3. Houck hit 3 threes in that stretch, and then Florida was able to stretch the game out. Good finish to the end of the half. Southern didn't give up and give away another basket, and let's just see if Southern can come back and cut this thing in half by the 10-minute mark.
At one point there in the first half, Elijah Martin really had a chance to outscore Southern himself. 18 points in the first half for him. He played almost 18 minutes, 6 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3. But it's not just that. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He came in on a block assist as well. He's a physical body man, Coach Watson, a very physical guard. Been very impressed with him so far here in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, everything you said doesn't need to be repeated. Everything you said is exactly what he is, and that's another reason why this is a great team. But what I've been impressed with is Walter Clayton Jr., their leading scorer, doesn't press at all. It's like we've been hearing both Sean Kelly say and different people say, Coach Nagy mentioned it in pregame, this Florida team roots for each other. They're fine with Martin going crazy and Houck making jump shots. They want to score baskets. This team wants to win and hang a banner. And I'll tell you what, this is a good team.
Really good team. And as you always say, there's always guys who still want to get theirs. And he is completely fine. If tonight ends and he's only got 2 points, he'll be strictly okay with that because all he cares about is just being wired to win. Okay, from Southern Illinois' perspective, the starting 5 has all scored, and then off of the bench, Aligbe and Sykes are the only 2 that have added anything in terms of offensive production. Offense has not been easy for SIU, but to your point, Coach Watson, when we look at our Woodard Wellness halftime adjustments for SIU, just trying to chip away at this thing. Just come out. You gotta have that reset and see what you can do here in the final 20 minutes.
I don't think there are going to be a lot of assists, but I do think Southern's got to move without the ball against the Florida defense because they will overhelp. When the ball goes to the lane, either a dribbler on 2, jumping off 2 feet or into the post, Florida's still coming with some help inside. Southern can make some long runs across the court with the man that leaves, and they'll get some open shots. But don't forget this. I think Southern, and it's not one person's fault in taking quick threes. I thought Jared took a quick three in the shot clock, and Aligbe did as well. But Southern can still drive on this Florida team. Florida players do not want to foul out. They're fine if their coach takes them out. They don't want the ref taking them out. So they've got to continue to move the ball and look to hit those lanes on ball removal, because they can get deep to the floor against Florida's defense.
Farm Credit Illinois, supporting rural communities and farm families with reliable, consistent credit, crop insurance expertise, and rural first lending for country living. Farm Credit Illinois. Southern Illinois trails 46-25 here at the halftime break. There's been some really big scores in the Valley today, which we'll let Paxton Guy get to those here right after this break. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Ho, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Southern Illinois is proud to support the SIU Salukis as they compete any time of the year in any season. They say go Dogs in big Saluki style. If you're in need of basic service, operator installations, or a new garage door, the Door Doctor of Southern Illinois competitively offers you trusted name brands: Clopay, LiftMaster, Rainer, and DoorLink. Call 439-DOOR. That's 439-DOOR. The Door Doctor of Southern Illinois, proudly serving the region for over 2 decades.
It's time to soak into relaxation with your friends at Poolco in Carbondale. Create your own hot tub haven with a Caldera or fantasy spa from Poolco in Carbondale. Stay on budget with affordable payments and no interest financing available with approved credit. Give yourself and your bank account a rest this year and go to poolco.net. That's poolco.net and start living the dream now. You can also click on the Text Us button and start a chat with one of their friendly spa pros. Poolco in Carbondale. Come on in. The water's fine.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Southern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Paxton Guy back on the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by MediaCom. Southern trails 46-25 to the 21st ranked Florida Gators. Elsewhere around the Valley, late in the first half, it's a tight one at Terre Haute. Indiana State leading Chicago State 32-30. Chicago State comes into that one winless at 0-5. Earlier, Bradley knocked off Wright State at the Myrtle Beach Invitational 77-74. Braves 5-1. UIC beat LaSalle at the Boardwalk Battle 96-83. Flames are 4-2. How about Drake? They go to 5-0. They beat Florida Atlantic 75-63 in the semis of the Charleston Classic. They'll get Vanderbilt in the championship game tomorrow. Vandy beat Seton Hall earlier, and it was Illinois State losing to McNeese at the Paradise Jam 76-68. Tipping off at 7 o'clock. It's Murray State home to Utah Valley. Evansville is home to Green Bay. Top 25, they're at the half. In Lexington, number 9, Tennessee. No problems with Jackson State so far, 54-30. Reminder, we've got Saluki football tomorrow at noon. It's senior day as the Dogs take on Murray State. Mike Trude and Pat Ford with your pregame at 11 a.m. right here where you're listening now. Saluki basketball trailing Florida 46-25. It's the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by MediaCom. More to come. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hey Salukis, it's Molly Hudgens with the SIU Alumni Association. Are you looking to be more involved with SIU? We've got you covered. Our team is working hard to connect alumni and students through our events and programs. Remember, our services are available to all Salukis. Learn more by visiting siualumni.com. Update your contact information to make sure you're getting all the latest updates. You can also follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. We hope to see you soon, and go Dogs!
Romwood Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romwood pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at romwoodchevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dogs!
This is Steve Huggard, business manager of IBEW Local 702. Our members are active in communities throughout the three-state area, from community food drives to helping build youth centers and hundreds of projects that give a hand to our neighbors in need. Our members buy homes, shop locally, and pay taxes, adding to the strength of our local economy. At IBEW Local 702, our job is to improve the lives of our members and families as they work to build a brighter future for our region and our country.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this has been the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, powered by Mediacom. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Now, with the call of the second half, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
Welcome back here courtside, here inside the O'Connell Center, 46-25. Southern Illinois trails here the Florida Gators as we get ready for the second half. Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois is the official orthopedic provider for Saluki Athletics. To get back in the game, trust the Sports Medicine Center at the Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois. Coach Watson, I know we've said it multiple times here at halftime as we get ready here for the start of the second half. Salukis no doubt have their work cut out for them here in the second 20 minutes, but tonight we all knew this was going to be a really good gauge for Southern Illinois because Florida has played really good to start this year, and, man, they have shown every bit of it here in the opening 20.
Well, the last 10 minutes were especially impressive. They really kicked it into a super booster gear there. Southern's got to try to take that away from them as they start this second half.
And it wasn't something you had to deal. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
When we get into wellness adjustments.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. What are our halftime adjustments?
I mean, I think the big adjustment they got to make is they got to look at how making 3 out of 4 threes. And they've got to. They're going to have to adjust that. They got to go get him and take that away. And then Martin is just really the good player he is, and he is 4 out of 7 from 3. Luke, that's really the difference in the game, and that's 21 points. It's a 21-point lead. Now I'm not going to say they can shut those guys out, but that's really the big adjustment Southern's got to make in this second half, and then kind of keep fighting. They fought really well on the boards. Southern's got to make sure they get some better shots. They've got to shoot their best shot on every possession.
And the other side, what I was going to say before we got into those was the atmosphere here is night and day compared to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, this is the big time. I mean, if you want a piece of the big time, from the media room to the atmosphere of these students behind us, this is what it's like to play in the big time. Very impressive what Florida puts together in their game day.
Ali Deba, Elijah Elliott, Jarrett Hensley, Antoine Massey, and Kennard Davis. The original starting 5 will start the second half as well. Same thing for the Gators. And, you look at Richard and what he's done here. Casey Alexander's looking at a lot of former Belmont Bruins and the talent. If all those guys could have stayed, holy cow. Elliott underhands with Ali Deba here on the front court right side of the floor. Southern trails 46-25. Hensley baseline left, spinning, goes astray, comes near side, and there's Martin getting the rebound and comes down in transition with a hip high dribble, top of the circle, now off to his left. Bounce past the Condon. Condon low left block with Diva guarding. Martin 3 in the face of Hensley, swirl around and out. Elliott battling for the loose board, and he comes away with it off the hip of Richard. Here comes Elliott near sideline, left to right, 46-25. The score and the lead for Florida. Kennard Davis open 3 on its way, goes down. Kennard Davis makes his second 3 of the game. He's got 6 points.
Kennard lost his man by running all the way across the court to get an open jumper.
46-28, Southern Illinois trails by 18, 19-12 to go. Jarrett Hensley deflect the post entry feed by Condon. He regains control. Condon to his left, back to his right. Dribble handoff with Richard. Richard trying to get downhill, behind the back dribble with Elliott in front of him. Richard 2 hands it over to Chinyulu. Nearly travels with it out on the perimeter. Martin near corner, guard hardly by Diba, and then his hook shot was short, and it comes off to Kennard Davis. Kennard Davis left to right, out on the perimeter, finds Diba with a hard closeout by Chinyulu. Diba trying to get by Chinyulu, goes top of the circle to Hensley. Hensley left of the hashes, goes to the low left block, off the glass for 2. Jarrett Hensley now has 6. He had 4 in the first half. Southern 46-30. It's down to a 16-point lead for Florida. Chinyulu straight away. Finds Richard in the far left wing. Now Richard back to Condon. Condon, post entry feed to Chinyulu. Low left block over Antoine Massey. Hook shot was short, and Elliott gets the 2-handed board. Here comes Southern down left to right. Kennard Davis, 3 in transition in front of Southern's bench. Too strong. Richard gets the 2-handed board. Richard comes down, pushing in transition. Clayton, middle of the lane, up with his right hand, and he laid it in. It's only his second made field goal of the game. He's got 4 points. 48-30. Southern trails by 18 with the ball. Far left corner, Diba comes to a jump stop, finds Antoine Massey, nearly triple team. Massey trying to get the basketball back. He lost it. Clayton on his back on the floor, trying to get rid of it, and a whistle and a jump ball. Possession arrow will be in favor of Florida.
Massey's man, Chinyulu, every time the ball is driven, and Southern can drive the ball in Florida, he is going to help on the drive. Massey's got to find himself going right to the rim where all he has to do is catch and go up. Easier said than done, but right now Massey's kind of drifting. That's where Marino's really good at getting to that open spot. Southern's got to take advantage of that drive. Now they just got to get a stop.
Since it was 46-19, Southern has outscored the Gators here since that point. Still 48-30, 18-point lead. Condon and the Gators with the ball left side of the floor. Martin falling down, and he got fouled by, take your pick, either Diba tripped him or Elijah Elliott with a hand. And it's going to be Elliott with his first foul.
A big factor in that play was Chinyulu just stayed in the lane. He didn't leave. He was in there well beyond 3 seconds, and that makes the defense stay in one position, and that allowed the drive to happen.
48-30, Clayton trying to trigger it in. Finds Martin far corner in front of Florida's bench. Martin around a hard screen from Condon. He's at the nail, now backtracks. Finds Condon, low right block. Condon lost his dribble with Hensley guarding. Float off to Chinyulu. Chinyulu over Massey, goes off to his left, and there's Elijah Elliott cleaning up the miss. Elliott, middle of the floor, top of the key, left elbow, left of the hashes, goes in, finds Massey, trying to go with a reverse lay-in, but he was fouled from the back end. Antoine Massey will head to the free throw line.
Southern knows they can drive this ball to the lane. If you notice, I know that Coach talked about in the locker room, play off 2 feet, especially against all this pressure. All these guys are really being adamant about jump stopping, and it's really working because Florida's getting themselves out of position. Massey goes to the rim.
Antoine Massey shooting 50% for the free throw line. He's 2 of 4. And he buries his first one. Made his first 2 free throws in Sioux Falls. Missed 2 against North Dakota State on Monday. He's got 5 points. He can make it 6 here. 48-31. Southern trails by 17. They can make it 16 on this made free throw. It's on its way from Massey, who jiggled around and out. But it's going to be a lane violation on the Gators. And it's on Martin. It's the first mistake he's made tonight.
Yeah.
And he's mad at himself. He's cussing up a storm to himself. Massey gets another opportunity. Free throw line right, on its way. Rimmed around, off to the right. Rebound goes to Chinyulu. And here comes Florida down right the line. Clayton, who's got 4 points, leads them in scoring with 18. Condon as they now weave out here on the perimeter. Clayton out on the perimeter, tries to go to his left. 3 on the way for Clayton. It's nearly an air ball. Just grazed the rim. Martin saved it. Chinyulu up for a dunk, and he was fouled, and he laid it in for 2 as he shoves off 2 Salukis as he flexes to the student section here on the near side. 50-31, stopped on the clock. Chinyulu with his first bucket.
Classic play where Southern gave up on the missed shot, thinking it's going out of bounds, and it came back to bite them.
Yeah, Martin with a tremendous effort. Davion Sykes will sub in. Ali Diba will get a rest. Chinyulu, 66% free throw shooter, 4 of 6 on the season, can complete this 3-point play. It's 50-31, 19-point lead for the Gators. Free throw line left, off his right hand, too strong, rebound loose. Elijah Elliott tracks it down. Elliott quickly down left to right, on the near wing, to the nail, in the lane, lost it, loose, on the baseline, and saved by Richard in Florida. Here come the Gators down right to left. They lead by 19. Martin lobbed it in the Condon, but it's going to be a man. Coach Golden is hot, pacing all the way from the right to the left side down on his bench. And I still don't know what the whistle was for. Oh, I'm sorry. Elijah Elliott is down, and Elliott is hurt. And Elliott is right now kind of holding his knee.
Yeah, he's holding the part of the body that we don't want him to see him hold. He's in a bad spot, and I think it was a non-contact foul really fast. And, gosh, that is not what Southern needs right now.
16:33 on the clock. Trying to see the TV guys are here off to our left if they showed an angle. Coach Golden is still in the ear of the official for stopping play with 16:33 on the clock. As Elliott is still underneath the basket to the right. Riley Hoistad out there. Coach Nagy has come out, and he's kind of holding on to Elliott's right hand as he grips it. Elliott gets up, and oh boy, he's still got that left hand right on his knee. He doesn't want any help. Scott Nagy is going to get underneath his shoulder, and right now your thoughts are just with Elliott because Elliott is slowly gimping off the court. And you just hope that's nothing major because he's going to be a huge part for this Saluki team.
Yeah, oddly enough, you hope there was contact and there was like a knee knock. You hope there was a knee bump because if it's a non-contact, those things usually don't turn out well. Really not impressed with how Florida handled that possession. Of all the things we've bragged about the Florida team tonight, the way they handled that stoppage of play was kind of embarrassing for them.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Clayton will trigger it in, finds Martin far corner. Martin out on the right arc, now Condon straight away. Dribble hand off with Clayton, 3 in the face of Hensley, nothing but net. That's his first 3. He's got 7, 5 in the second half. Florida leading by 22, 53-31. Here comes Damian Mayo Jr. into the corner to Sykes. Now finds Massey, goes to the left wing to Mayo. Mayo had his pocket picked, but he regains control. Mayo near side to Sykes with 18 on the shot clock. Post entry feed to Kennard Davis. Low right block, spinning, finds Mayo, open 3, near corner on its way, short. Massey got the board, but then he was fouled on the back end by Florida. 16 minutes stopped on the clock, and that brings us to a media timeout. 53-31, Florida leads by 22. Saluki fans, this year you can catch all the basketball road games, get food and drink specials and giveaways at the official homes of the Saluki Watch Party Network. Visit Buffalo Wild Wings in Carbondale and 618 Tap House in Marion, co-sponsored by Coors Light. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
This is Styles Office Solutions, your trusted partner in office essentials since 1953. From sleek office furniture to expert repair services, we've got everything your business needs. Serving healthcare, education, and event centers across Southern Illinois, Southeast Missouri, and Western Kentucky. Visit us at stylessystems.com. Styles Office Solutions. Tomorrow's solutions for today's office.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
As we celebrate the holiday season, the SIU Foundation asks that you make a gift supporting students and faculty of our great university. Now is the perfect time to show your Saluki spirit by donating to Southern, funding vital scholarships, groundbreaking research, and campus improvements that impact the entire region. To further our mission and bring an SIU education to more students, make a gift today at siuf.org.
Back here in Gainesville, it's been all chop Gators so far, 53-31. Well, Southern had a little bit of had a good start here in this second half, Coach Watson, but Florida was able to answer that mini run there for the Dogs.
Yeah, and I know every fan that's listening and watching at home, we have no information on Elijah Elliott, but obviously we know how important he is to this team. Now Southern's got to have the next man step up mentality.
Davion Sykes triggering it in, finds Damian Mayo, and he stepped out of bounds. Turnover on SIU. That's going to be the 10th turnover for Southern. Elliott is getting looked at and kind of moving around right now on his own, which that is good to see. Him and Riley are going through those in the team tunnel just off to the right. Condon catches with two hands, now finds Hauk, who had 3 threes in that opening half. Martin to his right to Clayton. Clayton pitched off to Condon, and he just slammed it in for 2 more. Condon's got 8. Florida 55, Southern Illinois 31. Damian Mayo to his right, finds Rollins Aligbe. Aligbe lowers his shoulder into Condon, back outside to Jared Hensley. Hensley with 15 on the shot clock to his left to Kennard Davis. Davion Sykes, low left block extended, ran right into the chest of Condon, falling down, finds Kennard Davis. Davis nearly lost it, regains control just inside the arc with 5. Hensley with 3, now with 2, into the lane with 1. High off the up and in, and he was fouled. Jared Hensley with a chance to complete a 3-point play. He's now got 8 and a chance to make it 9.
Nice clock managed by Southern. Kennard Davis found it, cutting Hensley up high. Hensley caught, took a crossover step, got down the lane, played off 2 feet, got his man in the air, and now has a chance for a 3-pointer. That's very good basketball.
Jared Hensley eyeing that orange rim, 55-33, 22-point lead for the Gators, and he cuts into it to make it 21. Hensley surpasses first half total, which was 4. He's now got 5 here in the second half. Richard, far corner to Condon. Now back outside to Martin. Martin on that midcourt logo to his left to Clayton. Clayton behind Hauk. Hauk with his high elbow sets that screen. Clayton's 3 short. Aligbe can't get the board, but Jared Hensley rips it away with 2 hands. Hensley will bring it down left to right, guarded by Richard at past the timing strike. Now on the near arc is Kennard Davis. Davis around a Hensley screen finds Mayo. Now Davion Sykes in front of Southern's bench. Sykes still with a hip high dribble. Bounce past the Aligbe straight away with 12. Down 18-footer, rimmed off to the right. Here comes Martin in Florida. 55-34. Martin had 18 points in the first half. He's been held scoreless here in the second half. He's got it right now. He'll fire a 3 on its way. He heard me. He drilled it. Elijah Martin with his first 3. Here in the second half, he's got 21. Kennard Davis quickly down. Baseline right, underneath the basket. Shot went astray. Ball is loose. Damian Mayo diving for it. Ball is still loose, and Clayton and Florida come away with it. 24-point lead for the Gators. Clayton one hands it to Martin, looking for back-to-back 3s, and he swirled it in. Elijah Martin, he's got 24, and the Gators back to a 27-point lead. Sykes, baseline right, spinning, fadeaway shot, too strong. Rebound, loose. Mayo's got it on the low left block, looking for Aligbe, and it threw it right off the foot of Aligbe, and it's going to stay with Southern Illinois. 61-34, 13:44 to go in the game.
Martin is having some kind of game, man. He is having some fun. He held his form and looked at the student body, and they've rewarded him with a lot of praise right there.
Yeah,
Southern's got to have good offensive possessions every time right now.
Steffi got on the baseline right. Steffi on the low block extended. Bounce past the Aligbe, spinning baseline right, and a foul on Florida. And it's only going to be the second foul on the Gators.
Will Richards playing physical inside against Aligbe. Aligbe kept his poise and was able to maintain his dribble. Someone's got to be careful of that dribble in their postman.
Richard with his second foul. Kennard Davis finds Sykes. He's open to the right of the basket, and Sykes was fouled. There's now Condon. He was coming up a little gimpy after that foul.
It's a good out-of-bounds play. Southern had some misdirection going inside, and Sykes found himself open quickly and then got the ball and couldn't quite finish the play off. But really nice play by Southern.
5 team fouls now on Florida here in the second half. Sykes eyes up at that rim here to our right. He'll fling it up off his right hand, and nothing but net for Davion Sykes. Sykes has 3 points. Sam Alexis subs in for Florida, 61-35. Florida's led by as many as 27 at 2 different times. They just got to 27. Right now it's 26. Sykes can make it 25, and he does. 13:36 on the clock, and that will bring us to a media timeout as Coach Nagy calls that timeout. Salukis trail 61-36. This is Southern Illinois and Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The SIU Foundation is a proud accelerator for our university. Your gifts to the $500 million Imagine SIU 2030 fundraising campaign enhance student outcomes, advance cutting-edge research, enrich our beautiful campus, and create vital scholarship opportunities for students. Your generous donations fuel innovation and drive Southern forward. You can be the difference. Make a gift today at siuf.org.
As you cheer for the Salukis on the football field, Farm Credit Illinois supports farm families and cornfields and barns. Farm Credit blocks lender fees at closing, including land appraisal costs, and defends borrower members for the life of the loan with fee-free repricings as the market allows. Plus, Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage payments that further lower loan interest rates. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed. Go with Farm Credit Illinois for a victory on your next farm loan.
61-36, Southern Illinois trails the Florida Gators. Points off turnovers, Coach Watson has no doubt aided the Gators in this one. Plus 12 in points off turnovers. Here's the amazing thing. 17 assists on 23 made field goals for the Gators. Southern still on only 14 made field goals, only 1 assist here in the second. Everything for Southern tonight has been hard-earned.
Yeah, we kind of expect it. Now we're seeing it. I'm giving Southern a lot of praise for hanging in there, man. They're still fighting and they're still battling. You can tell how guys fight when the ball goes up.
Aberdeen for Florida. Goes off to Alexis here to his right. Now it's Hauk straight away with 18 on the shot clock. Florida in firm control. They lead by 25. Richard finds Hauk at the nail. Now at the SEC logo. Comes back out to Richard. Richard on the near arc. Finds Hauk. Hauk was straight away with 7. Now is 6. He'll drive. Elbow extended with 3. Now Martin from the Gator mouth, and he got it to go.
And he was guarded. It wasn't like they left him alone. They stayed with him. What a shot.
Elijah Martin, he's now got 27. 64-36. It's Florida's largest lead, 28. Kennard Davis into the lane. Floater from the nail goes.
Good body control by Kennard Davis. He got in that spot. Southern gets to the lane about when they want.
Kennard now with 8. He's got 5 here in the second half. Richard, he'll fire a 3. Back of the rim. Davis gets the board for Southern Illinois. And he holds on to that basketball coming down left to right. Davis all the way to the rack. Took contact, but too strong. And here comes Richard down here on the near sideline. Richard middle of the floor. 2-handed pitch from his knees to Aberdeen. 3, short. Oligbe gets the board. Oligbe far sideline left to right. Here comes Southern Illinois. 64-38 lead for the Gators. Oligbe comes near side to Sykes. Sykes on the near wing. Bounce past the Mayo in the near corner with 18 on the shot clock. Now it's Steffi with 15. Steffi spinning with 14. Comes near sideline. It's Mayo. Mayo baseline right drive, and he threw it off the foot of a Gator with 11 on the shot clock. 12:02 left in the game as Ali Diva comes in for Kennard Davis.
Southern's got 2 shutouts in a row. When you get 3 in a row, you get a chance for a little mini momentum, and let's see if Southern can score here and get one more shutout before the media timeout.
Right of the basket, right side of the floor. Sykes, 2 hands it in the Diva. Diva near wing, into the lane, lay-in block. Ball is deflected out to Alexis in Florida. Here comes Martin to his right to Aberdeen. Now far corner is Richard. Richard splitting the lane, finds Martin near wing 3, and he got it. He didn't even look at the rim as he came back because he knows it's his night.
Boy, he is in one.
He's got 30. His career high is 34 at Florida Atlantic. 67-38. Steffi to his left to Sykes. Sykes baseline left. Mayo on a basket cut, and Mayo laid it in.
Nice offense.
Right to left comes Aberdeen in Florida. Florida all the way to the rack. Lay-in went too strong, but Hauk is foul on his putback, and Hauk will head to the free throw line when we come back with 11:20 to go here in the second half. 27-point lead for the Gators. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Salukis, it's Molly Hudgens with the SIU Alumni Association. Are you looking to be more involved with SIU? We've got you covered. Our team is working hard to connect alumni and students through our events and programs. Remember, our services are available to all Salukis. Learn more by visiting siualumni.com. Update your contact information to make sure you're getting all the latest updates. You can also follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. We hope to see you soon, and go Dogs!
See the USA in a Chevrolet. The Koenig Chevrolet can show you how. Everything's on sale here in Carbondale. Their price so low, you better get here now. Every truck, including our new Silverado. Every car and van, we've priced them so that they'll go. See the USA in a Chevrolet. The Koenig Chevrolet is how.
At Vic Koenig Chevrolet, we treat you like family, give you a good deal and a good time. Having fun and getting deals done for 50 years. We must be doing something right. The right cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs for your family. The right price and finance options for your situation. And the right lifetime warranty for your peace of mind. VicKoenig.com. Uncle Vic's got you, boo.
See the USA in a Chevrolet. The Koenig Chevrolet is how.
$60, 67-40. Florida leads over the Southern Illinois Salukis. Elijah Martin with a heck of a ball game right now for Florida right now. Coach Watson, he's got 30 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 8 rebounds. So he's going to get to a double-double.
He's getting a double-double. I'm not sure he get a triple from somewhere because I don't think he's going to pass it enough. He's so hot that there's no reason for him to pass it. His teammates are telling him to shoot it anyway because they want the assist.
Hauk, free throw line to our left as Southern Illinois trailing by 27. Hauk had 13 points all in the first half, so a chance for him to score for the first time here in the second half, and he did, making that one. Hauk averaged 6 points per game, so he has doubled his output here tonight. 68-40, 28-point lead for Florida. Hauk made them both. Well, Sean Kelly told us he thought this team could be Sweet 16 good, and my goodness, they have definitely.
They're all of that.
They're all of that here tonight. 29-point lead. Damian Mayo off the Rollins of League Bay. Now it's Ali Diva here on the near wing. Diva to his left to Drew Steffi. Steffi finds Mayo in the near wing. Mayo through the lane. Got it rejected by Hauk, but Rollins of League Bay back through 2 Gators. He couldn't get it to go. His second putback attempt won't go. His third time's the charm, and League Bay is fouled as he made the shot. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. He's got 4 points and a chance to make it 5. 69-42, Florida with the lead.
Rollins showing a lot of fight and determination right there. Gets his shot blocked twice, comes back on the third one, has a chance to get a 3-point play. As you described it, that is hard to do against such a good team as Florida. And, man, that's impressive for Southern.
10:54 halted on the clock. Alik Bay quickly up and down, and he's got that three-point play. He's got 5, 69-43. As the Salukis with a 1-2-2 press here. They pick up Houck at the midcourt stripe. Now it's Alexis open, blocked by Alik Bay, but they're going to get him with a foul. Rollins jumping up and down in frustration. Got too much, I guess, a little bit of his arm. And 69-43 with 10:42 to go here in the game.
Rollins got caught staying on the opposite side of the floor in the 1-2-2 three-quarter pressure. He should have been in the middle of the floor anyway when his backside partner wouldn't help.
Free throw by Alexis, back of the iron, and goes to the right. Klobzar into the game. 69-43, 10:42 left. Alexis shrugs his shoulders, spins that Nike leather ball. Back of the rim again, but Martin gets the rebound. There's another one. Aberdeen three, drilled it.
Jared Hensley didn't hold a block on. That's just something those are things that drive a coach nuts in a game like this where, okay, the score is what it is, but on blockout free throws, don't make mistakes there. And Jared he's got to be more disciplined at that free throw line. He's got to play physical all the single time for a fifth-year guy to really help Southern. I'm not getting on him. He's better than that. And those are the things that drive Coach Nagy nuts this game. It's not Martin shooting, getting 50 points.
Klobzar foul drew Steffi. So Steffi at the line for a 1-and-1. Free throw line right. And Steffi makes his first point here tonight in his first free throw. Steffi behind that royal blue charity stripe line. Here off to our right. Eyes and fires, rimmed around and off. Here comes Aberdeen, middle of the floor. Aberdeen nearly lost it, regains control. Now it's Houck. Man, look at him go. All the way left sideline. Martin near corner three. Short. Jared Hensley tapped it out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Florida. 10:19 on the clock, 72-44. Florida with the lead.
Gosh, Houck's in a really good rhythm right now, Luke. He is a much better player than I was kind of hoping we'd see tonight. He does a lot of things with different parts on the floor on the offensive end.
Alexis, baseline right, with his back turned on Alik Bay. Throws it back out to Martin with 14 on the shot clock. Martin trying to get a screen. Martin inside the lane. Left side lane finds Aberdeen, and he threw it right to Jared Hensley. Hensley nearly traveled up ahead the Diva. Diva spinning. Left side lane blocked by Houck. Aberdeen coming down right to left. Aberdeen middle of the floor. Finds Clauson in transition. Middle of the lane. His lane goes. He's got 5. Had 3 back in the first half. 74-44. It's a 30-point lead for Florida. Southern Illinois with the ball. Right side of the floor. 9:40 to go to the end of the game. Hensley, baseline left. Into Houck's chest, and then he was fouled. And Jared Hensley will go to the free throw line as Houck picks up that foul.
Good strong move by Jared Hensley again. To the middle on the drive. Hard jump stop. Coach preaches, works on it all the time, demands it. And Jared's going to get the reward and get Southern a couple points here.
Students agree with the call as Jared Hensley goes to the free throw line here to our right. 9:35 left here on the clock. Free throw is up and down for Jared Hensley. Hensley's got 6 here in the second half. He's now the first Saluki, I believe, in the double figures. He's got 10. Hensley, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Elijah Elliott is still on the bench for Southern Illinois. He's just sitting down. Doesn't have his headband on. He won't come back into the game. Elliott left with an apparent leg injury as Hensley made them both. On the floor, Moreno, Sykes, Davis, Mayo, and Diba. Aberdeen finds Klobzar in the backcourt, and now it's back to Aberdeen. Aberdeen in front of Southern's bench. Gets it ahead to Houck and then to Clayton. Haven't said Clayton's name much tonight, but Clayton to the nail. Left side of the lane, little hook lay in, won't go, but then Houck cleans it up. Man, that motor definitely on display here tonight. Damian Mayo back to Sykes. It's all Florida. 30-point lead for the Gators. It's their largest lead. Davis straight on 3. Nothing but net for Kennard Davis. Davis has 8 in the second half. He's down to double figures with 11. Aberdeen finds Haupt. Transition three in the face of Moreno. Back of the rim. Three Salukis collide for the board, but Diva comes away with it. Diva left to right, 76-49. Southern Illinois trails with the ball. Diva out on the perimeter. Diva finds Jorge Moreno. Back to Diva. He'll force up a three, and Diva. Back-to-back threes made here by Southern. Diva's got 9 in the game.
Southern needs a shutout. They just need to keep stacking shutouts here.
And stay healthy here for the final 8:33. Louisiana Tech will be a tough one on Monday for Southern. Clayton right with Kennard Davis-Gardy. Bounce pass to Alexis on that low left block. Alexis into the lane, nearly travels. Alexis hook shot from the logo, went off to the left from the conference logo in that paint. Ali Diva, big court stripe right now on the Gator. Goes back towards Scott Nagy on the far sideline. Baseline left. Diva hung in the air and got to go off the glass and down for 2. Diva's got 11. He's in the double figures. He's the third Saluki to get in the double figures. 76-54, 22-point game. 8 minutes to go. Alexis, 3, spush. Sam Alexis makes his first shot as I believe Florida called that timeout, and that brings us to a media timeout. 79-54, Gators lead by 25. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois has the most highly trained team of orthopedic, spine, and podiatric surgeons, including interventional pain management. From sports medicine to neurosurgery, podiatry, and interventional pain, we are committed to providing the very best in diagnoses, treatments, physical and occupational therapy, and rehabilitation to local athletes. Visit OISIL.com or call 618-997-6800. OISI is the official orthopedic provider of Saluki Athletics.
Winter is coming, but there's still time to bring family and friends to eat well and enjoy Giant City State Park Lodge. Open and serving daily through Sunday, December 1st. And on December 1st, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be stopping by. Call the Lodge to reserve your Christmas party or graduation dinner. They are booking parties of all sizes through Saturday, December 14th. Allow your friends at the Lodge to serve your party in a beautifully decorated atmosphere found nowhere else in Southern Illinois. Longtime proud supporters of Saluki Athletics.
Spin off Florida here tonight in Gainesville. 79-54 is the score. Gators have led by as many as 30 here in the second half. With the coach Rodney Watson, I am Luke Martin. Well, Florida's been every good as advertised here, but you look in the second half, is there really, and even in this game, Coach Watson, what's going to be the biggest thing you think Southern can take out of this experience here tonight?
I think that it's not something that the coaches will talk about, but it's the amount of playing time that everybody got in this game and just being able to play at this level. And, you know, whether it was good, whether it was bad, or somewhere in between, you win against real size, real pressure. But I'll tell you something, Southern's done a good job in the low post on defense. Chin Yulu has not had any success against the pressure inside. And that's about the only person that really went in the low post. But that's one of the areas where Southern needed a lot of work to get better of guarding low post, having a low post defensive presence. I thought Southern's done a really good job with that throughout the night. Man, they just hit a buzzsaw with a couple of guys in Hauck Martin. I mean, you have nights like that. Congratulations.
15 made threes for Florida. That's half of their field goals here tonight. Damian Mayo, right side of the floor, comes near wing. Finds Davion Sykes to his left. Now it's Kennard Davis trying to get downhill, turned off by Condon. Kennard Davis, right side of the lane, low right block, into the lane. Shot was short. Moreno gets the tip, and then it's Mayo on the putback, and it won't go as Moreno lobbed it back to him. Now here in the backcourt, it's going to be a foul on Mayo, and that's going to be his third. That's his third, and it's the 5th team foul here on Southern in the second half.
Official kind of rewarded Chinyulu from dribbling the ball between the hash marks. And I know it was a foul, but man, in a game like this, I'm not sure that anybody really wanted that if you're on Florida's bench.
Todd Golden watches as he sits on his folding little stool from that far left sideline. Aberdeen right side of the lane. Scoop shot was off the front of the rim, but now another foul. That's going to go on Southern. That's going to be Southern's 16th foul. And it goes against Moreno. That's his first. 2 shots for Aberdeen. 90% free throw shooter entering the night, 9 of 10. As Aberdeen eyes that orange rim and just snuck it over the front of the rim. Antoine Massey in, Jorge Moreno out. Two hard dribbles. Hip high. Swings it up, swirled around and out. Antoine Massey gets the board. Kennard Davis left to right. Just past the timing stripe to the near arc. Davis still with it on that left wing. Looking to come back. Back door to Ali Diva. Lost it out of bounds. Turnover on 7.
Condon was waiting for the play to develop anyway. I'm not sure what they were going to get out of it, but Southern back to the 3-quarter pressure.
Clayton finds Condon just inside the right arc. Now Aberdeen open 3, near wing, short. Kennard Davis grabbed it. Grabbed the rebound with his right hand right at his white headband. Comes down left to right now in the near arc. Kennard Davis still with it. Southern trailing 80-54. Sykes downhill finds a cutting Antoine Massey. Could have been a goaltend on Florida. I thought his hand was in the net when that shot went down. The net is hanging right now on the left side of the rim, but it's going to be a foul on Florida. And I don't know if I was wrong on that, but Diva to the line.
I think you got a good point there.
Diva will go to the line here shooting 2. Diva's first, up and down.
Like to see Sykes get going in this last run he's got. His body language isn't great. He's got to have a good defense possession.
Diva made them both as he tickles the twine on both of them. Diva now at 13 points in the game, 7 in the second half. Here comes that 1-2-2 press. As Clayton just past the timing strike, picks up his dribble. Back to Aberdeen on the Gator at midcourt. Now it's Clausar on the near wing. Bounce pass in the Chinyulu. Chinyulu comes to a stop. Right-handed hook shot went down. All 4 points for Chinyulu came here in the second half.
Massey needed one more step laterally to cut off that shoulder. That's all Chinyulu can do is go over his left shoulder.
Left to right comes Davion Sykes. Low right block. Right side of the hashes. Sykes finds a cutting Diva. Right-handed teardrop too strong. Rebound goes to Clayton and for Florida. 82-56 lead for the Gators. Clayton right on that Gator mount. Goes to his right. Finds Conn on the low right block extended. Into the chest of Massey. Spinning underneath the basket. Chinyulu dunks it.
Backside helps. Got to come cover up the opposite block. And Kennard Davis is kind of watching the play instead of getting in the middle of it.
84-56. 5:45 till the end of the game. Damian Mayo. Skip pass to Ali Diva. Now it's Antoine Massey between the circles with 18. Baseline right, Sykes underneath the basket. Lay-in went too strong, but Antoine Massey cleans it up. Massey's got 3 here in the second half. He's got 7 total in the game.
Good to see Massey staying involved in this game.
84-58, 5:25 to the end of the game. Aberdeen will slow it down near the timing stripe. Comes to his left, now back to his right. Thought about the 3. Right elbow extended. Cutting past to Clausar. His 3, back of the rim, off to Chinyulu. Chinyulu in the paint, lowering his left shoulder. Right-handed hook shot too strong. Kennard Davis nearly lost it, though, out of bounds, but Kennard regains control. Kennard, 2-handed pass up ahead to Diva. Diva open 3 in front of Southern's bench. Too strong. Mayo with the board, and Mayo laid it in.
Southern with a timeout, but really nice play by Mayo to stay in that play, get an offensive rebound. It was hard to do. He kind of overran the rebound and get it, collect himself, and finish.
24-point lead right now for the Gators. 4:57 left here in the half. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. A legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts just got better. Not only can you earn interest with free checking accounts with e-statements on balances over $1,000, but now earn SIUC rewards with your debit card. With this brand new free program, you'll earn points on everyday debit card purchases to exchange for cash back, discounts at local retailers, gift cards, and more. Open with just $25 and no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Plus, access over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide. Apply at SIUCU.org today. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
At Golden Harvest, our best skill is knowing how to listen. From our Gold Series soybean and game-changing corn portfolios to our expert insights housed in the Illuminate digital agronomy platform, everything we offer is an answer to what we've heard from you. This is how we listen.
Copyright 2021 Syngenta. The trademarks or service marks used herein are the property of a Syngenta Group company. All other trademarks are the property of their respective owners.
Top of the circle, Condon underhands to Clayton. Clayton with it on the right wing. Clayton to Houck on the near side. Houck near corner. Finds Martin. Martin left elbow. Bounce past to Houck. Houck trying to save it. Baseline he does. Hensley saves it, but he threw it right back. But Steffi regains control on that far baseline. Here comes Steffi down left to right. Steffi straight away. Steffi on the near wing. Goes into the corner to Sykes. Sykes right back to Steffi. Steffi to Jarrett Hensley. His three on its way. And Jarrett Hensley knocks it in.
Good ball reversal by Southern. They're continuing to play, and I know that's what that timeout was about with Coach Nagy. Keep playing this game out. Keep getting better every minute.
4:07 left here in the half. 84-63 is Richard. His three got it through. Man, the Gators now made 16 threes. Here comes Steffi down left to right. That's his first points here in the second half. He's only got 5 in the game. Jarrett Hensley leads Southern in scoring. Baseline left. Terminates, looking for anybody, trying to find help. Steffi comes on that side of the floor. Now it's Davion Sykes on the near wing. Sykes forces up an 18-footer, won't go, and Clayton gets the board. Clayton down in transition to Martin. Martin on the near wing, into the lane. Thought about the dunk, but he just lays it in anyways. He's now got 32. He's 2 points away from a career high. Think he knows that? Steffi near wing. So. Finds Antoine Massey, and now it's Davion Sykes off a dribble handoff. Hensley out on the perimeter with 3:15 to go in the game. Massey, baseline left, into the lane. Underhands it to Sykes. Sykes shot fakes, then goes up for a second time. It's short, rebound, batted around, and it eventually goes out to Sykes in that far left corner. Now Drew Steffi near the logo. Steffi with a screen from Massey goes to his left to Sykes. Sykes into the lane, left side of the hashes. Runner was short. Diva gets the rebound off 2 Gators, and Diva laid it in for 2.
And Southern continues to play. They keep battling for the offensive board. That's a very good sign in a lopsided score.
89-65, 2:42 till the end of the game. Clayton, right side of the hashes, back out to Richard. His three popped around and out, and Antoine Massey will now come down left to right. Here's Drew Steffi left to right, high on the left arc. Steffi top of the circle, finds a cutting Diva, and Diva laid it in. Diva with a nice basket cut. Diva's got 11 in the second half. He's now got 17.
Again, the best I've seen Southern cut without the ball all season long, even better than North Dakota State game. Good to see this in this lopsided game.
2:14 to go. Richard, and still Florida starters are in the game. Richard behind the back pass to Martin, and a two-handed slam for Howe. And a timeout here by Florida with 2:06 left. 91-67. Paxton, get in my ear here, brother, if maybe I took that break a little bit early. You did? Okay, so we'll keep it here. So just took that break a little bit early. 91-67 is the score. So, Coach, not going to be the result, and we know Coach Nagy not going to be happy about how this game has gone. But with little areas, at least, Jarrett Hensley tonight,
yes,
knew with the size that Florida had, they were going to be a factor. But really, to be honest tonight, I don't know if the size has been a massive factor because Florida hasn't had to use it. They've just been shooting threes, and they've been going down.
Yeah, Martin really found his magic level. Now, he's a good player, but I don't know that he'll have that many nights in the non-conference like he's had tonight, but Houck is the one that's also really impressed. He made 3 out of 4 threes, get started, and he can do so many things offensively by putting the ball on the floor and finishing. He gets offensive rebounds to finish. He'll find his teammates. He's involved in ball screens. But it's been way more than just a two-man game for Florida. What's impressed me most about the Gators is they stayed interested. I mean, they're beating the brakes off of Southern, and they're still interested in the game. And I'll tell you what, I've been on both ends of these games in my career, and it's not easy to stay interested because all of a sudden you think, well, in this game I can experiment with a little different shot, or I can stretch my game out. Or on the flip side, it's like, let's just get this thing over with and get a ham sandwich and get it over. But the way Southern's moving and cutting on offense, they are still playing with a purpose. Obviously, the game is going to be decided, but Southern's looking for what's coming next, and I thought Southern's done a nice job with, as you've just pointed out, scoring in the paint. 40 points on Florida in the paint, and we saw it early in the game, and that's why when Rollins Aligbe shot that 3 early in the shot clock, they were having luck, and they were getting down the lane, getting to the paint, and they've done it a lot in the second half, and it's been really effective, and that's a real positive.
And it's been a 3-point game here in the second half. 45-22. Florida has outscored Southern Illinois in the second 20 minutes. Drew Steffi finds Jorge Moreno, low left block. Moreno trying to spin on Alexis. Hook shot just back of the rim. Aligbe with the board. Aligbe up, and he's fouled, and Aligbe will go to the free throw line here to our right.
Coaches for Southern Illinois up cheering. They appreciate Southern's effort. Big guys are going at those boards hard. I thought Aligbe made another big stride forward for being such a young player.
Free throw line right for Rollins Aligbe. His free throw is up and off the left side of the rim and off. 1 for 2 for the free throw line. He had an and one earlier. He was able to make. Florida students would like him to do it again. And he did. Stroll around and out. And here comes Florida down right to left, 91-67. 1:40 till the end of the game. Klazar, 3 off to the right. Short rebound tracked down in the corner by Aligbe. Aligbe comes down left to right. Soft bounce pass over to Steffi, nearly stolen. Steffi left elbow, comes back out in the perimeter to Aligbe. A cutting Massey lost his pass into the far corner. Now it goes to Steffi and then right back to Aligbe. Jorge Moreno was last touched by Alexis. And it will be Southern basketball at 11 on the shot clock, 1:17 till the end of the game. Majority of this crowd has stayed here too. They kind of went to the exits at the under 8 mark. Students have not left. Jorge Moreno at the nail in the lane from the SEC logo. Hook shot went too strong. Aligbe on a cleanup, can't get it to go. Basketball is loose off the foot there of Isaiah Brown, who comes in, and now Brown bounce pass back at the Houck. Houck of the Aberdeen. Aberdeen stops on the low left block, goes far corner to Brown. Brown baseline right, hangs in the air, got his shot to rim around and out. They'll head to the free throw line with under a minute to go, 51.4 seconds left. I'm sure for Southern fans, if you're still listening to us, and we will have Coach Nagy post-game, Jarrett Hensley will join us too. Look, tonight says way more about how good Florida is than anything about Southern Illinois.
Yeah, well put. Florida's got a good team. They're going to win a lot of ball games this year.
Brown missed the first, back of the rim. And next week, Louisiana Tech, top 100 KenPom team. Eastern Kentucky predicted to finish in the upper half of the A-Sun. Those are going to be 2 really big games for Southern next week. There's Brown, free throw line left. It was short, and Antoine Massey gets the board. About a 21-second differential between game clock, shot clock. Massey nearly travels, and he threw it away. Brown now has it middle of the floor, spinning, staying with a knee-high dribble, threw it off of Drew Steffi, and now Steffi's got it, diving his way on the near sideline. He fell down. Aligbe's lay-in won't go. His putback tip-in is too strong, and Brown brings it down. About a second differential between game clock and shot clock. Klazar has it, and Todd Golden says run the offense.
Not impressed. Sorry,
No.
not impressed with that right now.
Quasar, right arc, right baseline, laid it in for 2. And Quasar's got 7. Drew Steffi near sideline with 9. Shot clock turned off. Damian Mayo on the logo with 5. Comes back with 4. Steffi baseline right to the rack. His shot was blocked and all. They called a foul with 0.7 seconds left. You know, every coach has his style, and, you know, Todd Golden obviously has his, and he's not going to shy away of being uber aggressive, even when there was only a half-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Drew Steffi misses the free throw.
There's such a concept as the basketball gods, though, Luke, and that's a Bush League to do what they just did. But hey, he's got a good team, and good for them.
Free throw line right. Steffi makes the free throw. And that brings us to the end of the game. 93-68 is the final score. As Scott Nagy quickly shakes the hand of Todd Golden as the Salukis fall here tonight in Gainesville. The IBEW Local 702 postgame show is next. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Winter is coming, but there's still time to bring family and friends to eat well and enjoy Giant City State Park Lodge. Open and serving daily through Sunday, December 1st. And on December 1st, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be stopping by.